What is a special assessment in New York City real estate? A special assessment is an additional, non-recurring charge levied on apartment owners. Assessments are used to pay for building capital projects or expenses which are not provisioned for in a building's regular operating budget. The cost of a special assessment is typically allocated to unit owners based on the number of shares owned for a co-op or the percentage of common elements assigned to a condo. Assessments are usually payable in installments over a set period of time, although it's possible that a co-op may levy an assessment which is payable as a lump sum or an assessment which is indefinite. What are co-op assessments used for? Assessments are typically used to raise necessary funds for a specific and costly building improvement project. The most common reasons for assessment include repairs to expensive building components, including the facade, roof, elevator, and heating systems. Special assessments can be further subdivided into capital assessments and operating assessments. The process of capital assessments are used to make long-term repairs and upgrades to a building, while operating assessments are used to fund the ongoing operation of a building. Can you negotiate the amount of an assessment? Once a special assessment has been implemented, you cannot negotiate the amount of your apartment's assessment. Failing to pay any assessments could land you in legal hot water with the building, as they may respond to non-payment by enacting fines and ultimately going after your ownership stake in the apartment. Is a co-op special assessment tax deductible in New York City? Well, it depends. A capital assessment generally increases your cost basis, which helps to reduce your tax bill when selling. An operation assessment, on the other hand, does not have the same effect. Whenever your building implements an assessment, it's a good idea to save all documentation. Your accountant can help you determine which assessments will qualify as an increase to your apartment's cost basis. Is the buyer or seller responsible for paying a special assessment in New York City? Whether the buyer or seller is responsible for paying any outstanding special assessment is subject to negotiation. If a listing is very competitive and there are multiple offers, asking the seller to cover any assessment will likely be a non-starter. On the other hand, a seller may be willing to pay some or all of an assessment if the property has been on the market for a long time. What is a co-op tax abatement assessment? A co-op tax abatement assessment is used by co-ops as a way to recapture the cooperative and condominium tax abatement amount paid by the New York City Department of Finance. This tax benefit is awarded to owners who use their apartment as primary residences. It's quite common in New York City for co-ops to levy an assessment equal to the amount of the tax abatement being paid by New York City. Implementing a tax abatement assessment is an easy way for co-op building to fortify its finances without having to raise monthly maintenance. Furthermore, a tax abatement assessment is less painful to shareholders since they don't physically receive the money which is being used to pay the assessment. Thinking of buying or selling in New York City? Save money with Houseit, New York City's largest and most trusted for-sale by owner and buyer closing credit company. Houseit has saved New Yorkers millions of dollars in commissions since 2014, and we'd love to help you too.